Welcome to lesson 7 of ibaarah reading. Okay, let's continue from here. So ولا فن فترة من فترات التاريخ يمثله آثار ذلك العهد ومبانيه ويعيش في الأحجار والرسوم والصور لا في واقع الحياة. Now here ولا فن, فن is fatha. The reason we give it a fatha is because this is ataf because of wow. Okay, remember we have wow which is ataf, and this ataf is done over onto here, onto the hadara. So laysa hadarata and wa la fanna. So this ataf is onto there. Now sometimes when you have a ataf done, this can be done in a positive manner. For example, if I say أكل زيد وحامد. So أكل زيد وحامد. That's a positive, positive, positive. And sometimes what we get is a negative. So for example, if I say ما أكل زيد ما أكل زيد و instead of saying حامد ولا حامد. Okay, now this is a negative, so what happens is that we bring a la over here in the ataf with the negative. So similarly over here we bring this la, is brought. So fanna for now fanna fatratin, all of this is mudaf ilayh, mudaf ilayh. So it's fanna fatratin, this is the mudaf, this is the mudaf ilayh, fanna fatratin. And why is it mansoob? Because it's the khabar of, like we said before, laysa, it makes the khabar maftuh. And min, this word min over here, this is harf al-jar, and harf al-jar, it gives the next word, it gives it a kasra. Okay, so it gives it a kasra over there. Let me change the color of that. So this is the kasra it takes. Now again, fatarat al-tarikh, all of this is mudaf ilayh, so fatarat will only take one kasra, and tarikh takes one kasra because it's mudaf ilayh and there is an alif lam present. So min fatarati at-tarikh. Why is this word fatarat have one kasra only? Because it's mudaf. And why does it have a kasra? Because of the harf al-jar, which is min. So wala fanna fatratin min fatarati at-tarikh. Yumathiluhu, yumathiluhu, here we have a fi'l over here, and this fi'l, okay, so we have the yumathiluhu, okay, which is he or it. Okay, it's you, talking about a third person or third thing, and who, the dhamir. So first of all, yumathiluhu, the file of yumathilu is actually the word that's coming after athar. So it's going to affect this word and it's going to give it a dhamma. Now that's one issue. The second is the dhamir we have over here. So this dhamir, okay, this dhamir over here, where does this dhamir go back to? This dhamir, it actually goes back to all the way up to fun. Okay, fun. So who, yumathiluhu, it illustrates, what illustrates? Athar. Now athar itself, again, it's mudaf ilayh, all of this. So it's only going to take one vowel, one dhamma, because remember, file always takes dhamma. Okay, file always takes a dhamma, and in this case we're only going to take one dhamma because athar is mudaf. Now dhalika al-ahdi, okay, dhalika al-ahdi, dhalika doesn't take any i'rab. This is what we call mabni. Mabni means it doesn't change. And the word that comes after dhalika, okay, that is called the mushar ilayhi, that follows dhalika. Now what that basically means is the i'rab that was supposed to come on dhalika, which does not show, is going to come on the word which comes after dhalika. So what's the i'rab that comes on a mudaf ilayh? It's a kasra, isn't it? So that's why we give this a kasra. And because alif lam is present over here, you only give it one kasra. So we say yumathiluhu atharu dhalika al-ahdi. Okay, next, waw, again waw ataf. And as we know, waw ataf is, okay, talking about the previous, so linking the previous. So the waw ataf goes all the way back to athar. So that means mabani, okay, the who, let's just sort this who out first. The who here, it goes back to ahad. Okay, it goes back to ahad. Mabani, now listen to this carefully, this is important to understand. Mabani, this is mudaf. Okay, this is the mudaf, and who is the mudaf ilayh. Now how do we represent, or how do we write the vowels on mabani? Now literally we would normally say mabani yu hu, because mabani is the mudaf, so it takes one vowel, and who, it's the mudaf ilayh. So mabani yu he. Now one thing you have to understand is dhamirs, they are mabni, they don't change. And mabani is a word where the vowel doesn't appear. Okay, the vowel doesn't appear, so it's like a mabni. It acts like a mabni. Okay, so the vowel doesn't appear over here, although there should be a vowel over here, but because it comes in this form, unfortunately we can't say mabani yuhu. And inshallah later I'll explain more, but for the meanwhile all you have to understand is mabani, it was supposed to be said mabani yu he, but because who, the dhamir, is mabni, sorry, and mabani doesn't change at the end, so we say mabanihi, it's fixed, mabanihi wa mabanihi. So this kasra that I pronounce in mabanihi is not really a kasra, it's just the way we say it. Wa ya'ishu, wow, okay, ataf, wow ataf goes back to yumathilu, ya'ishu. So here we have ya. Where does this ya go back to? It goes back to huwa, okay, goes back to the fan, ya'ishu, or it goes back to Islam itself. Ya'ishu, it's a verb, okay, fi'l mudari', who goes back there. Fi harful jar, and harful jar, you know what harful jar does? It affects the last letter, and so it'll give a kasra, and because alif lam is here, we want to give it one kasra. War rusumi, and the harful jar waw ataf, okay, here, and that means the harful jar will continue, and we'll give it over there as well, therefore rusumi. And wassuwari, again that will continue, wassuwari, so the harful jar will continue over there as well because of the waw ataf. So this harful jar has acted upon three words: ahjari, rusumi, and suwari. La fi waqi al-hayati, la fi, again harful jar, and it's going to act upon waqi, waqi al-hayat, that's mudaf ilayh, therefore waqi will only take one kasra, it's mudaf, and al-hayati will take one kasra because it's mudaf ilayh and is a alif lam. Okay, so that's basically what this ibarat should read as. Now I'm just going to summarize what all of this, or what we just done now. So let me just get rid of all this. Okay, so first of all, like I said, we talked about the wala fanna. So we said that the la, okay, number one, la, okay, it's added when there's a negative, عطف. Oops. عطف. Look over here. And similarly, number 2 is that يمثله آثار ذلك الأحد. Okay, the word the fa'il. Okay, so the fa'il, the subject, is always what you call marfu, means, in other words, a dhamma. And the word mabani, okay, mabani, who is a word where it's not pronounced vowels, hidden. Okay, vowels are hidden. And similarly, the word thalika is we call mabni. Okay, never, in other words, equals never changing vowels. Okay, so let's summarize what it translates as. So it roughly translates as, so Islam is also not an art of a time period from the periods of history, which, okay, now this, okay, one thing I forgot to mention is that يمثل آثار ذلك الأحد, all of this is actually the sifa. Okay, all of this يمثله ذلك الأحد ومبانيه ويعيش في الأحجار, all of this we can say, oops, all of this is the sifa of fan. Because remember we said before, a nakira, something which is indefinitive, can have a jumla as a sifa. Anyway, يمثله the athar, the ruins, or the things which are left over, athar, the remnants of that period and its building, illustrate it and live in the stones and the drawings and the pictures, not in real life.